Hello, everybody. It's me, your favorite person, favorite modder in the world, MRG mapping. Obviously, I'm your favorite. Everyone knows that. Um, I thought I would do a tour of Marxville, Wisconsin for Christmas. I know that I'm not releasing it today, but I thought you guys would appreciate a tour. It'll be released in another week. The map is not finished currently. It's still got some work left on it. I need to fix the errors. There are a couple door issues that I need to fix. There's also some added features that I would like to integrate into the map. I'd like to have new sounds. I'd like to put in alfalfa, cornstalk bales. All that stuff is going to be done this upcoming week. And of course, it will be released as a beta. It won't be released as a final version. I know I typically release my maps as a final version. I'm starting to lean towards releasing them as public betas because it almost seems like in every map I release, there's just like two or three issues with the map that need to be fixed and can be fixed, in a short amount of time, and then everybody has to, re-download the map when I upload it with the fixes. So I'm going to release it as a beta, a public beta, so that you guys can be my guinea pigs. I haven't been looking at the camera this whole time, have I? Hi, camera. Okay, so I'm going to release it as a beta. And that way, if you don't want to download it and want to wait for the final version, you can wait another week for the final version. Those of you who want to play it and help me find issues and address any issues that come up, feel free to do that. What else here? This is my most detailed map yet. I'm really trying not to uh, compare myself to any other mapper or any other modder. I'm really trying to compare myself to what I've done in the past. And my goal with this map was to increase my game, up my game, outdo myself, and outdo my previous maps like Mercer County and Farmersburg and Clark Farms. That's what I've been kind of doing with the previous couple of map releases, but this map represents a huge step forward in my map making. And I've put a lot of heart into this map, a lot of time, a lot of patience to make it this good for me. That's my opinion of it. So, you know, the thing about that is that I can do better than this. This was like combining all of the skills that I knew and putting it into a map, and I know that I can still do better than this. So that leaves me excited for future maps that I'll be working on, and I hope you guys enjoy this map. It's a great small farming map, but future maps are going to be even better. I can promise you that. So all of that. The last thing I wanted to talk about was I wanted to thank my patrons and thank you for the constant support for the previous, like, some of you have been around for like 9 months, 10 months. I don't want to name any names because I didn't ask anybody if they would like to be, if they would like a shout out. But thank you to my patrons. Thank you to everybody who supports me randomly through PayPal, through YouTube. Subscribers on YouTube, you guys are awesome. I know who you are. Most of you who come by or stop by all the time and comment and talk to me. You all are great. Thank you so much for your support. This wouldn't happen without your support. And I want to create more maps in the future. I would love to do this full time. Heck, if like Giants hired me to build American maps for them full time, I would do it in a heartbeat. That's what I want to do. This is my passion. I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy it more than playing the game sometimes. So if you'd like to support me, consider checking out my Patreon, consider checking out my PayPal. Those are the most direct ways to support me. You can also support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel, watching the videos, pausing ad block on the videos, and then you're not paying me any money, but YouTube is paying me the money. Okay, and that all helps me turn this hobby into like almost like a career, right? So by building up my YouTube channel to a certain point where I can do this full time and build maps full time and make YouTube videos, that's like the ultimate goal. So you guys helping me achieve that is super important, and I think each and every one of you for getting me to this point. So without further ado, let's get into the map. So you start out here. I decided to take the name off of the barn. I didn't really want people getting into any person's private life or like creeping on this farm or anything. So I decided to take the name off the barn. I'll have a new image and everything for you. So I guess you guys know the name of the farm anyway, so that doesn't really matter. But anyways, we're gonna start. Fold that up really quick. Thank you. So we're going to start at the buy point. This is where your vehicle will spawn when you purchase it. This is the animal sell point right here. I don't know if this is too loud. I'm going to turn this down really quick for you guys. This is the animal sell point right here. There will be a milk selling point here by this blue or white building. We'll go down to this side of the map first. So, this road was put together with Street Spline Constructor. This was my first time using Street Spline Constructor on a map, and I know that I can do a better road than this, but it is definitely a better road than I have had in the past. It's definitely smoother. There's going to be traffic and everything. That's super easy to add. So these are all the buy points down here. I should probably hide all that stuff. We can start with the PDA too, by the way. I should have started with that, shouldn't I have? A proper map tour would have done that. Okay, so this is the PDA. Lots of crazy fields and lots of, boring fields. And this is how it is in real life. You can see the actual farmland in the background. Okay. So a lot of farms along the road here, one farm down this road. There's a whole like wetland kind of area down here that I've made so that you can basically use this as like CRP land and just till this up and start planting down there if you want and make new fields down there, which you can do on a lot of the farms on this map. Okay, so as you can see, there is winter deco foliage on the map. This is the edge of the map. This part of the map, the northwestern quadrant, is not finished. I plan on finishing this weekend. Doesn't take that much time. Just didn't have time this week with Christmas and everything to get that finished. Okay. So we'll move down here. Follow the road. So this road, I'll let you guys kind of explore some parts of this map on your own, but that road back there leads to that CRP land across the creek. I'm passing by a whole bunch of fields here. So one thing about this area of Wisconsin, and really Wisconsin in general, is you can see silos everywhere. For miles sometimes. And there's always these farms nestled along hillsides that are just covered in trees. So this farm is not quite complete yet. I need to do all the detailing. So this is the least detailed farm on the map. The animals aren't all in on the map either. So I got a lot of work to do. But a map like this does require a lot of work. Let's see. Drive back here. So this will all be an animal pen back here. The milk barn, I'll show you what the inside of the milk barn looks like when we get to the other milk barn. But there's a couple sheds over here. There's a path that leads up to the field and pasture up there. And then there's a path that runs through the trees along the creek over here to the right. You can't see it, but over there's a path that leads to one of the fields. There's another a shop down here. Alright. So the DEM is pretty accurate. The one place where it's not accurate is that northwest quadrant. So what happens is the data tried to average out the elevation between these two hills that farm over there is nestled in, and how it averaged it out, it brought the land up like this. So it's supposed to be nestled in like a little valley. Um, it's not. Instead, it's like a hill. It's one big hill. So, you know, couldn't quite be perfect, but we'll try better next time on future maps. All right, and we're moving on with the tour. Here's another cattle yard. Now my intention was to get this to work with heifers. I'm still hoping I can do this, but I want this to be the heifer yard and to have that silo right here dump into that trough. Okay, it's a little complicated. I haven't learned how to do it yet, but hoping to get that done before releasing the map. If not, after beta testing is over. Okay, so this is the main farm. This is the starting farm on the map. You guys have seen a lot of pictures of this one. Another cattle yard here. This is the inside of the barn here. The main milking barn. Let's see, you guys seen pictures of this already. All the details. These fans were actually a pain in the butt to get to work because it's just a number of things with those fans trying to get them to work, and I had to do a bunch of different things. Sometimes you think something's like super easy to do, and then it ends up being a pain. Whereas these fans were super easy to get working. So another barn over here. Most of these cattle yards will be you'll be able to milk the cows. A couple of them you won't be able to. Okay, so this is the light switch. Some of these switches are a little difficult to get in the right trigger spot. There we go. And then we have curtains on this barn. So you can see you can use natural lighting instead of, you know, the lighting in here. But it looks really great at night with the lights on. Okay, we're moving over here. This is the bank barn. You can obviously open that up. There's another shed right there for storage. This is the silage pit. This is the slurry pit down here. There's, you guys have seen on my live streams, roads that lead up to the fields. Going that way, across the creek. Another machine shed over here. There's a machine shed. There's a little lean-to next to it. So here's the machine shed. So there should be just enough space for all your stuff. Silage bunk here. That's all functional. There's a bunch of silage bags. You see silage bags all over the place in this area. Those aren't functional. I wish they were, but they aren't. Okay, on to the next farm. This farm, many of you have not seen because I completely redid this farm. I didn't like the old barn that I was using. It just, when you stretched it and scaled it, everything's scaled with it, and it made the windows look weird and the texture look weird, and so I gave up on abandoned that, and I put in this new barn, which I like better. Okay, so you'll need to back your tractor in here to feed the cattle. Cattle can go in here and everything. Manure's right there. Have not tested this yet. Need to test it. And then a little milking area here for a small barn like this. Perfect for roleplay, I think. And then this shed is new for those of you who watch the live streams. Another shed up there. More open shed right there. And then we have this new harvestor silo. The thing about these harvestors is that you need I included the blower. I forget who made the New Holland blower, silage blower, but you guys will have to remind me. I'll definitely credit them. I included it in my zipped file, so you'll have to back it up under this pipe and turn it on, and then you'll drive up with your forage box and you'll dump into that, and so that's how you'll make silage. Okay. Then the cattles go out into this yard. You can walk or drive across these grates and everything. Okay, and then you have some bins down here. And I think that's it for this farm. And again, I'll let you guys kind of explore the backfields and everything. But there's a little network of roads that go back there to each of the fields. That gravel road's a little bumpier than I wanted it to be. It's a little pond here. There's also a road that goes up past those silage bags over there that lead to all the way over to the back of the map where there's a field up in the hills that's just surrounded by trees. So this is, I think, everybody's favorite farm right here. I had to switch out the harvestor silo for one that's actually functional. This is certainly one of my favorite farms on the map. So I have the tractor hooked up to the blower down here just to show what it looks like. So you drive up next to that. You'll have to turn around. I made a little area for you to turn around back here with your forage boxes, so you'll go down through here and turn around just to get it lined up with the blower. Assuming the outspout on your forage boxes is on the left side. Another machine shed. I think most of these machine sheds have their lights, except that light's not supposed to be on, so that's a problem in the XML. But you turn them on and off. Okay. There's a little field next to it. I guess I didn't really show off the properties. I could do that. Is this? Nope, that's an error. That door's supposed to open. This door opens. So here's the dairy barn, another dairy barn, functional and everything. This is where milk cattle and everything. Yeah, these two doors are not working, so that's a problem. And then a little sink back here for you to wash your hands, for those of you that like roleplay. Yeah. Okay, what else? There's again a road that goes back down there through to the fields. Some of my favorite fields are on this end of the map. Old grain bins, slurry pit, manure. This is supposed to be a heifer barn, so you will not be able to milk your cattle in this barn. Excuse me. So I was originally going to have you feed the cattle through the silo into the trough on this cattle yard. I've decided to go against that because it doesn't make sense, because these are cattle that you're gonna be milking. Okay, so, and the milk trigger's right there. So it makes more sense for me to find a different way for you guys to feed the cattle in this yard. So I'm gonna have to redo that, because feeding through the silo, you're just gonna be feeding silage, you know. Whereas I would rather have you feed TMR so that you can actually produce milk optimally. I don't remember if you just give them silage, do they produce milk? I don't think they do. Maybe they do. It's a little path that leads up to this grass field. Another field right here. Small field that wraps around. Driving across the lawn here. Here's an old barn. This is just extra storage. Basically, you can buy this little property for extra storage. Maybe you want to put your bales in there. I don't know. And then we'll drive down here, and this is the edge of the map. Probably one of my favorite fields in the game is this little one right next to the road that you can just drive down into from the road. And there you have it. That's the eastern side? Yeah, this is the eastern side of the map. Sorry. Okay, moving on. So like I said, I will be putting traffic into this map. I know a lot of you like to have traffic and like to have the map, you know, come alive. It's a pretty, I don't know, sort of heavily trafficked road from what I remember. I came up with this idea for this map because I drive through this area quite a bit, or I used to drive through this area quite a bit when I lived in Wisconsin. and I loved this farm. There's so many other farms in Wisconsin that I would love to make a map of as well. Um, this is called Marxville, Wisconsin. It's not. No, it's not a communist map. Marxville is named after this dude. This is the most American story ever. This dude, I think it's like Johann Marx or something like that, who lived in the area, and he brought a keg of beer or something like that to a party where all the town citizens were gathering, and they were like, "This guy's awesome, yo! Let's name the town after this guy." You know, which is, of course, that's like the most American way of naming a town. Let's be honest. So, okay, so we're down to the next farm. Again, animals are not in every pen here. They're in some, but not every pen. There's a lot of cattle on this farm. I still have to explore putting calves into the map as well. Like I said, there's a lot to do. There's a lot I have to do, and not a whole lot of time, so I'm working on it. So we got the large dairy barn here, and bins over here. Well, we can look at this first, I guess. So again, this is kind of like the other farm. We got a little bedding area. We got these curtains that raise up and down, and then lights, of course. Lights for the whole facility at night if you want to check on your cattle in the middle of the night. Most of you have seen this. I've posted a video about this before. Let's see here. Open this up. This is the dairy barn, milking facility right here. Still need to kind of put a roof over top of this, but I don't know why I would need to. Yep, this is the main milking facility, milking parlor. Hope I'm using the right terms here. And then an extra area for storing equipment and bales if you'd like. Or whatever you want, really. You can store whatever you want in here. Okay. Hopefully those aren't too loud. Another feature is this smaller storage here. So you will drive up next to this. It didn't quite work using a movable auger, but this works too. I think it's fine with the static auger. I know some of you don't like using static augers. Get over it. No, I'm just kidding. So you can drive up next to this, dump into that pile, and then if you ever want to pull grain out of this facility here, there's a whole bunch of bins and small bins in there. You just click this. Click this, and then the pipe comes out, and then you just drive under that pipe and fill your truck, right? And then click it, and it's a little delayed. No? Did it? Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it's a little delayed moving back. If anybody knows how to get the keyframes to work so that when I click that it goes faster when it's going back in, that'd be great. I haven't monkeyed too much with the animated XML, but that's the first one that I've kind of monkeyed with to do that. So, okay. Barn here. You can do whatever you want here. Put bales in here. I don't care. Store older equipment. I don't know. So I think it's a great map for roleplay, and I hope you guys do that. But you can do whatever you want. The pasture. Cows go out into the pasture. You're gonna drive up. This is gonna be separate from the dairy cows down there. You'll drive up from there. There will be a little milking facility inside this barn that I'll put in. And there'll be milk tanks on the other side. I think there are milk tanks over there. So you drive up here, and then up this path, and then you dump in this little wooden trough. Thank you, Western Iowa, for the wooden trough. And then I think it's got oh, they don't have, it doesn't have their metal water trough, but that's in here too. Little area here for storing equipment or whatever out in the open. And then this yard will have cows. They'll go in between these two yards. It is open in real life. Across this bridge. Over there, there's the bale trigger will be right here. Let's see. Oh, this barn, another shed, machine shed for you guys to store equipment in. Lots of storage on this farm, I think. I was kind of afraid there wouldn't be. Okay, and then most of you guys have seen the fields. I mean, this is another favorite of mine. All these fields are very tight with the trees. It's how it is in real life. Um, and that's how I like them. So if you don't like the trees though, you can chop them down. I made it so you can chop them down. So don't worry about that. And then these bins. I think that's it. Little area back. This is where you get your slurry back here. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we are done with the map tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoy this map. Again, I can do better than this, but this is way better than my other maps. So, um, thank you for your support. I hope you continue supporting me. I hope I've earned your support over the last several months, and I hope to continue earning that support. So, thank you. Merry Christmas, and yeah, just coming out next week. Enjoy it. I hope you. I'm not telling you to enjoy it, but just I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, that's all. Okay. Anyways, bye. See you later. I love you. I mean, I don't love you, but it's like in a friend kind of love, not like I have a girlfriend. Okay, so it's like not okay. Anyways, bye.